Hello and welcome to Gen X or Money with the Skinny Spinster. I'm Diane and I'm the Skinny Spinster, and my goal is to help Gen Xers better understand their money one video at a time. What defines a Gen Xer? I'm a Gen Xer. Gen Xers were born between the baby boomers and the millennials. In some decades, we were known as the latchkey generation, kids of divorce, and the MTV generation. Now society just calls us Generation X. As a generation, we had a lot of time on our hands with both parents working, and we were zoning out in front of the TV playing Pac-Man and watching 90210. We are the generation that had cold cereal for breakfast, soda and a bag of chips for lunch, and dinners heated up in a microwave. Our music of choice was hip-hop, pop, and grunge that we listened to in our ghetto blasters, Walkmans, and Discmans, and we wore lots of penny loafers, polo shirts, and acid-wash jeans. When Gen Xers were graduating university, the stock market crashed, and the tech sector went boom in a very bad way, leaving us with a recession, unemployed, and broke. Just as we were getting back on our feet, the stock market crashed once again, leaving us in a recession, desperate for sustainable employment, and our already limited savings gone. Fast forward 12 years after the last stock market crash in 2008, to 2020, and here we are. Theoretically, we should be getting back on our feet. However, there are some financial professionals who insist that there is another recession looming around the corner. While some of us have been living a feast and famine life for the past 20 years, we may not have had the necessary skills or energy to figure out the best way to move forward with our financial goals. Add to that the fact that we have retirement approaching in 20 or so years, which is giving us extra anxiety to our already stressful financial lives. Yes, Gen Xers, it's a bit of a sticky wicket, isn't it? I got interested in money at an early age. I learned that you needed money to buy things, and I enjoyed buying things. However, when I was a kid, I hated spending the change. I was very lucky. I got an allowance that I would put in the bank after I bought a pack of candy and a chocolate bar, and I would never spend the change. It was a time when we paid cash for most things and we got lots and lots of change back. I hated the change, so I would put all my change in this massive glass jar. And when that jar was full, I would go to the bank, ask them for money rollers, and spend a good few days meticulously rolling my coins. I would get anywhere between $500 and $700 in change that I would then deposit in my bank account, and every first of the month I would rush to the bank to see how much money I made in compounding interest from the previous month. I had no greater high at the time than looking at these digits grow. I'd really like it if you hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell to my channel. Also, please, when making financial decisions, always consult a certified professional to get the best possible advice. So my Gen Xer, it's a new year and a new decade and time to get our money organized, so let's do it together. If you have not opened up a high interest savings account as yet, it's not too late. Please, my Gen Xer, do not pass go. Stop procrastinating and just do it. Opening a savings account is usually the first step most people make when setting their financial goals. These days, opening a savings account is so easy to do online with your preferred financial institution. It's so easy, like seriously easy. The hardest part would probably be coming up with a super strong password so that you can remember how to access your account to periodically check your progress. Look, I know the first step in anything new is always the toughest, but I cannot stress enough how important it is to have a high yield interest savings account at some point in your life. Preferably the earlier in your life, the better. Ideally, you want an account in your name and your name only, where you can squirrel away money and blissfully watch the magic of compounding interest. So I guess you're asking, what is compounding interest? And that's a really good question. It's quite yummy, for lack of a better word, and it gets me excited to watch it at work. I'll keep it simple. Let's say you make your coffee at home for the next month and magically save $100. You open up a high yield interest savings account with an interest rate of about 1.2% a month with that $100 and subsequently add $10 a week thereafter for the next 10 years. Your weekly investment of $10 at an interest rate of 1.2% will be worth $5,636.80 after 10 years when compounded monthly. That's $336.80 in interest alone. And that's money that you've just made while you slept. Most payroll software these days has a capability to separate your direct deposit into more than one account. Make a pact with yourself to live off 90% of your yearly income. You can ask your payroll department to put 10% of your paycheck into that high interest savings account you opened up. And that way you have just set it and you can forget about it, while the compounding interest helps your little nest egg grow that much bigger every single month. There are many benefits to having a high yield interest savings account, and I'm going to tell you about one, and it is called peace of mind. In this age of the gig economy, we unfortunately can't get too comfortable thinking that we're going to be in the same job until we retire. I have a friend who worked for the government for over 10 years. I thought that having a government job meant job security. Sadly, job security doesn't exist anymore. After more than 10 years of service to the government, this friend was at his desk one day and was told to pack his things as there had been budget cuts and he no longer had a job. I can't imagine what was going through his head. Mortgage, condo fees, car payment, groceries, credit card, how am I going to pay for all of those were probably some of his initial thoughts. Imagine, though, if he was squirreling away 10% of his yearly salary for the past 10 years, he would have been in a better state of mind to initially figure out his plan B. Let me do the math for you. This friend made $90,000 a year. If he saved just 10% of his bi-weekly paycheck in an automatic savings program with his financial institution for the past 10 years, at 1.2% a month interest, he would have made $5,655.56 in interest alone, and that would have been a total investment of $96,222.56, which is more than a year's salary to figure out his next move. My point is, you never know when you're going to be hit with a large medical or repair bill, or hit with a life-changing circumstance that keeps you up worrying at night, preventing you from moving forward to thrive with your life. Look, my Gen Xer, this is a no-brainer, but sometimes the obvious needs to be stated. The money that I'm encouraging you to save is not for your next vacation, the latest tech gadget, or that impulse buy you consider to be a urgent situation. I would encourage you to open up another savings account specifically for those wants in life. At some point in our lives, we all have some sort of emergency that needs to be resolved immediately. This, my friend, is a need high interest savings account for those life emergencies that may come up, like an unexpected illness, a job loss, or a leaky roof, a new transmission for your car. Being annoyed with having to pay out the money to fix these things is so much better than being worried and covered in a rash trying to figure out if you should eat this month or get that leaky roof fixed. Think of it as a money gateway. It is so important to open up that high interest savings account to start your nest egg, not only for compounding interest, but for peace of mind to deal with life's unexpected occurrences. Give yourself some peace of mind and start thriving with your financial life instead of just surviving it. Go out today and open a high interest savings account. Put 10% or 20% of your salary, if you can manage that much, set it and forget it. You'll be amazed with the power of compounding how much money you'll have saved up in no time. I have some ideas of topics that I want to talk about. However, if there are money topics you'd like me to cover in simple, easy to process terms, I would love it if you let me know in the comment section down below. Please consult a certified professional to help you with your personal banking needs, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit that like button and that notification bell, where I'll help you Gen Xer understand your money one video at a time. I'm the Skinny Spinster, and thanks for watching.